Okay, everyone. I'm going to be playing a piece called Eagle's First Flight. And it was composed for me 5 years ago by a high school composer who lives in Minnesota, actually, in Lindstrom, Minnesota. And it's just this beautiful solo piece for violin, and I hope you enjoy it. Eagle's First Flight.
Thank you. Just allow that energy to come into you. So I'm going to ask you a question, Jennifer. For you, when you play that music, when you play that particular tune, what does that mean, or what does that feel like to you?
For me, I feel like I am embodying the eagle because I've watched a lot of videos of the eagle in its kind of first attempts to fly. So in various moments of the piece, it's more confident, and in other moments, it's just kind of trying to get off the ground. In other moments, it's soaring. So I feel that as I'm playing.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So before we start, does anybody else want to talk about what they were feeling when they were listening to that frequency and vibration? because all of that frequency and vibration is telling you something. All of that frequency and vibration is helping you to embody who you really are. Who you really are. So because we're having people click on, would you mind, Jennifer, to play that piece one more time for us?
Sure, and I just want to make sure that my computer is making a fan sound right now. Is it very loud?
No, can't hear that. Yeah.
So this is Eagle's First Flight. It was written for me by a high school composer who lived in Minster, Minnesota at the time that I met him 5 years ago. Beautiful piece for violin solo, Eagle's First Flight.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, I'm going to ask you to just bring that energy into you. Just allow that to enter in and for us to be prepared to receive messages. Perhaps an encodement of vibrational frequency will come in to help you maintain your gloriousness and to understand your wisdom and your truth. Just be here now. Just be very present now. all of the ascended masters, all the beings of white light, all the angels, all the cosmic intelligence invites you to be very present. And they also want you to know that they very much surround you. So what a delight it is that we can incorporate the violin and what has just been played for us about the eagles and flying and getting off the ground and moving forward in our life. Just accept that in. So we welcome you to the Hope Interfaith Center and our spiritual service for April. And this is our opening prayer. Beloved and mighty, I am that I am. Be here now within the presence of this HIC community. Beloved and mighty, I am that I am. In humility, we bow to the realization why we are here upon the planet at this time, and even at this gathering. Beloved and mighty, I am that I am. May our presence here today, within this circle, within this community, continue to flood the planet with love and light and peace and joy. So it permeates the world, every person, every animal, every tree, every flower, every bird, river, and ocean. Let the purpose that the masters know and serve be our purpose here today. Beloved mighty, I am that I am. We pledge to live out our lives in loving service by becoming wiser in the perfection of our divine truth. Beloved mighty, I am that I am. We are the ascension. We are the resurrection. We are the Christ incarnate. We are the Buddha incarnate. We are Krishna incarnate. We are the great goddesses incarnate. We are all the alchemists that are incarnate. We are the wisdom and the light at this time that is incarnate. We are the I am that I am. I give thanks. We give thanks that it is done, and we know this now. And so it is. Blessed be.
It's beautiful. I I had the honor of reading a beautiful song called I Hope You Dance. But before I read that, I would love if we could all sing happy birthday to Hope together. It's such a special day. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hope. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, okay. I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. And whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on the years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you 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 dance. Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you dance. Thank you.
Thank you, Jinelle. Thank you. I had sweet Jinelle read that because the sermon today and the channeling today was called Dancing with the Stars, Dancing with the Stars. And so I am going to channel a piece, which I don't know if I've done that since we've been on Zoom, but I'm going to dedicate this to all of you. This channeling is dedicated to all of you and all of those throughout the universe who had the incredible love, courage, and absolute determination to implement the divine plan on earth, of which the masters know and serve. I dedicate this channeling to the God, creator, all that is, universal source, to all the magnificent cosmic beings and ascended realms of light in all of the universes, to the angels, to our guides, and elementals of all life for the great gifts of their presence here on earth, to energy, to healing, and to love, to the millions of incredible, invincible star seeds and light workers whose value exceeds the mathematical calculation and is misunderstood by the earth at this time. I dedicate this to all humanity for the most incredible, sustaining power and perseverance in all the universal history, to bring forth a potent love, a powerful love, a magnificent love that is now transforming the earth. It is with humble gratitude that I thank the ascended masters, cosmic beings, my spiritual teachers, especially Christina Rose, for her constant assistance in helping me experience the great wonders of spirit and the multidimensional world that has enabled me to take up my task with courage and bravery, faith and trust. I thank them for their love, their patience, their knowledge, their faith in me, and also their sense of humor. I will, thank you. So to dedicate, and to know your energetic frequency is above and beyond your third dimensional reality. Now, as you listen to this message that is gifted to you and given to you freely, you are all sovereign beings, and there is indeed a universal law that says, as we transmit messages and information, that we cannot interfere on your free will. So although we might encourage you, we will never insist. We will never go into evangelistic energy and say this is the way. As sovereign beings upon your planet with free will and choices, you get to hear, experience, and engage with anything that you so choose. We love you no matter what. So as you continue to prepare yourself as a vessel and energetically just to listen to what we are about to say, know at any time you can press the button and release yourself from this information. I will, thank you. So they want me to start my prayer. Mother, Father, God, and Father Almighty, maker of heaven and this sweet, sweet earth, we do invoke thee, and we do invite thee into the circle and into this small little period of energy, this garden, this universe of which we call earth and the present moment. And we ask, oh, so most humbly, to be connected to the divine truth, to the will of the goddess and God, of which the masters know and serve. We ask at all times for our saints, our angels, our holy ones, our guides, our teachers, and our healers to come and join us and encircle us and be above us, below us, as well as around us, but most of all within us. We have also come to understand that the ancient ones, our elders, the ancestors, the indigenous tribes, the Aboriginals, the Native Polynesians, the Mayans, and so on and so forth, before the dew hit the leaves on the trees, they were outside and they would echo a song in their culture, in their language, and they would say to Gaia, Mother Earth, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the food of which we eat and the water of which we drink and the air of which we breathe. May we be in a constant remembrance throughout this day that even the clothes on our backs and the homes we live in, and of course the plethora of such great beauty, comes from this Gaia Mother Earth. And we are incredibly thankful. We have also come to understand that the ancient ones, the indigenous tribes, always said that they came from the stars. They are our brothers and sisters. The galactic family is indeed homebound for most of us and all of us. These beings of white light will help you and she and all others to accelerate into a greater knowledge of truth. And so, of course, why would we not invite these brothers and sisters that are not out of sight? They are very visible for those who want to be sightful and insightful of knowing that the mystery does not need to stay mysterious any longer. And so we invite you in, those who are highly, highly spiritually enlightened. We ask for those who can indeed enrich us in a greater understanding to the depths of our heart of who we are and why we are here at this time. We ask that if you see any type of a recalibration for any of us, with our free will, with our sovereignty, we can say, I choose to have you, my brothers and sisters, recalibrate me, recalibrate us in any way possible that needs to be. And so it is done. We also ask that we all become conduits, hollow bones for any and all messages that can come through at this time, for our highest good. And of course, just as we have dedicated, just as we've invoked the I Am presence for the highest good of all, we ask to be used for that. And we ask this in the name of oneness, which is known by so many names, and they fight over it upon your planet. These are just a handful: Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yeshua, Muhammad, and Jesus Christ. Most of us have come to know that this enormous source consciousness is in the female form as well. And she has been known by all of us as Mother Mary, Queen of Peace. Mary Magdalena, friend and lover and wife to Jesus Christ. The little woman who walked upon your planet named Mother Teresa of Calcutta, who said, I can do it, watch me. As well as the compassionate one, known in Asia as Kuan Yin. Strength, bold moves, risk-taking, quantum leaps of faith, resourcefulness, a fiery intensity that comes from the goddess Pele of Hawaii, as well as the Shakti Shiva energy of India, as well as the Grecian goddess named Athena. And then, of course, the soft, the fragrance of a spring flower blooming, comes in many shapes and sizes as the goddess Sophia. These and yet the names and the nameless that perhaps we shall never know, we call you forth and honor you with great respect. I will thank you. I'm going to go down. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Let us talk about resurrection. Let us talk about ascension, shall we? You upon your planet, especially in Christianity, you have talked about the birth of Christ, the historical fact of this man who was birthed upon your planet. But this is a greater representation of the Christ being birthed within you. Ah, yes, let us talk about the initiation of baptism. Baptism is indeed much greater than the water on your heads when you were babes. The significance of baptism is this, my child, that it is the purification and the rid of the ego. The time is ripe. The time is ready. Tuvehun, as indeed your Jesus Christ would say. Are you ready? Tuvehun, are you ready? To rid yourself of the ego and to dance in the light of the sun and the moon of the truth of who you are. Let us birth the Christ within you all. Let us indeed do the purification dance of the ego called baptism. And then again, what is indeed the initiation that you have watched so many of your masters walk upon the planet? Transfiguration. A transfiguration is indeed when they made the commitment to constantly find and know their own inner truth. That is when your Jesus went to the desert. That is when your Buddha sat underneath the tree. That is when Krishna ran to the cave. They ran to be in solitude, but indeed they connected with Source. Whom am I? What am I? And what am I to be? That is called the initiation of transfiguration. And of course, we recognize, we realize that this is 1 week before what you and she and others call your Easter. So you've heard about your Jesus going to the garden, praying, but most of all listening, connecting, looking around him at the time and seeing many of apostles sleeping. Lord Jesus Christ said, stay with me. Stay awake. This is my hardest, most profound initiation I will be going through. Stay with me, stay awake. You said you were my friends. We are a community, remember? And if you remember right, the apostles fell asleep. But Jesus was not alone in indeed the Garden of Gethsemane. And neither are all of you. You might have friends. You might have family. You might have others who have indeed fallen asleep in your need of grace, in your need of connection. But we are star beings. You are star beings. And if you feel like you are alone in the Garden of Gethsemane, you are not. No one is. You're never alone in that initiation. You have us. We love you. We know why you have incarnated. You have come here for a mission. You have come here for a reason in this incarnation, not just simply to remember the birth of the Christ within. Not just simply because of the magnificence of the truth of who you are, but to be exactly who you are. Now you all know what happens in the historical story of Jesus, as well as many of the other masters, comes the crucifixion. To say that you are of Christ consciousness, to say that you are on a world mission, to say that you are the light of the world, to say that you are here to create peace and happiness and joy and love and prosperity for all. To say that you are the bringers of the new dawn. To say that you are galactic star seeds from different planetary systems. To push the envelope to the edge and to say that you are the presence of the I am source consciousness that just so happens to be in this physical presence, will be crucified. It does at times because of the people who are sleeping. They will reject the truth of who you are. But we, my child, my children, my love, my lights, the star seeds, the galactics, the beings of white light, never want you to give up on the magnificent truth of who and what you all are, because you are needed. Soon upon your planet, people will be going to their churches and they will be celebrating the resurrection. They will also be talking about Holy Thursday, the Last Supper, the Good Friday, the death of the ego, the death of the false identities, the death of that of which indeed you have been playing out for so long. Now's the time of the resurrection. You are the bringers of the new dawn, of the new earth, of the new way. Let yourselves come into the full resurrection of the truth of who you are. That does not mean that it still will be easy at times. It will be very difficult. But this is the reason why we love it when you all come together, to encourage each other, to recognize each other, to celebrate each other, to pick each other up when you have fallen, and to brush that dust off of you and say, look it, you've got wings, fly. This is a momentous time upon your planet. And I know that many people are influenced by the third dimensional world. You have heard Hope and many others speak about the invisible influencers. You have heard Hope and many others talk about the celestial heavens filled with guides and holy ones. You have honored your ancestors by remembering them, grandmas, grandpas, aunties, uncles, moms, dads, who have influenced you, teachers, mentors, healers, helpers, guides. You have watched indeed beings who were in physical form and now no more in physical form, but they are still with you, courageously being who they were meant to be. And now it is your turn. And every time you see yourself as those indeed, like the masters, bring forth the will of God, the will of the goddess, love, light, joy, peace, that frequency and vibration goes out into the world. And if you've fallen, give yourself forgiveness and stand up. Spread your wings. Straighten out your crown. Let your cosmic heart know that this is a difficult task at this time upon this planet. It is difficult to be human. It is difficult to go through the baptism of ridding the self of ego. But you are releasing the Maya. The Maya is the illusion. You are releasing the veil of forgetfulness. You are releasing that. So come with us. Be stargazers. Dance with the stars. Keep dancing with the twinkle of the stars in the skies that will direct you. The highest influence that you could possibly listen to is your I am presence. I am the great. I am, I am. Huh. You might have forgotten for a while. Huh. You might go out these doors and forget every once in a while. But that does not make you the I am presence and source consciousness. You just fall into the Maya again. You just fell. So brush yourself off. Stand up. Resurrect. Know your truth, even if no one else knows it. Know your divinity. And in that divinity comes all of your resources. You are divine source consciousness. I know that there are many people who speak of many incoming energies. I'm going to stop you just for a moment or two. Is it the incoming energies that are coming in, or are you getting stronger in your receptive powers? And your extra sensory perception is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it isn't that the incoming energy is getting stronger. It's the outcome of your growth, of your knowingness, of you waking up, of your own insurrection, of your resurrection, and you are becoming more powerful. That you feel, and you feel deeply. You feel everything deeply, and that's important, because importance is in that feeling. So you can indeed feel sad and powerful at the same time. You can feel frightened, and you can indeed at the same moment feel the resurrection of the Christ consciousness within you that is so powerful that will bring in this new world. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. This resurrection was all about you. These initiations are all about you. It is not about out of you, it's about you. Baptism, the birth of the Christ within you. The purification of the ego. The purification of the Maya. The purification of the doubt. Transfiguration is knowing and searching for the truth of the will of God within you. And the Garden of Gethsemane, looking around, and you thought, I thought people were going to be by me and wake up and help me, even when I fall. This is when I needed you the most. And that is what we are all going through. That is what you are going through. And then after that comes the crucifixion, when you know the truth of who you are. Be the truth of who you are. And then people will reject that as well. But we will never turn our backs on you, because we applaud you and celebrate you as you are knowing the truth of who you are. You are resurrecting. This is a powerful moment upon your planet. And again, as we say to you and to all beings, this message of which we give to you today, you are all sovereign beings living on your beautiful, beautiful planet Earth. And we cannot interfere on your free will and or your choices. It is all yours. And so you are the ones who would come to the agreement. That's right. I am the resurrection. Oh my gosh. I am the resurrection. It is not another that you've been looking for. It is you. And you have found her. And you have found him. It is you. You are cosmic source energy. And you are here to complete a mighty mission. And you're doing it. We are around you, and we see from the higher sources of victory. We see from the highest sources that your victory is already won. Goodness, grace, love, prosperity is there, and it's coming to your planet. And when you even say those words, again, you'll get crucified. Because in the third dimensional world, it doesn't look like that. But we are your guides. We are your ancestors. We are your angels, the beings of light, source consciousness that tell you that love, be loving, and light, be the light, always prevails. It always wins. Love and light always wins. And you are all of that and more. Let yourself resurrect. Ascend into that truth. Be it. You know you already are it. So just be it. And again, if you've fallen, just in the Maya, get baptized again, purify, do transfiguration quickly, and resurrect. It is needed, and you are that powerful. This is our Easter message to all of you, our beloveds. And we love you. Blessed be.
Thank you so much for that, Hope. I'm now going to play a piece called Felica by Yanni. If any of you are familiar with the New Age spiritual musician Yanni, I'm going to play this beautiful melody that he wrote for his mother, in honor of his mother, without whom he could not have accomplished what he has.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Reverend Melissa.
Good morning, beautiful souls. That was absolutely fantastic. Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing your gift with us. I always resonate with any stringed instruments within my heart. So I felt that so deeply within me. Thank you. And I would just like to invite you all to take a moment and just take a deep breath, breathing in that beautiful energy that we just heard, this beautiful healing light that's available to us. And then exhaling and releasing any tension or doubt at this time. I'd like to share a prayer of peace with you all this morning. So please join me in this prayer. Dear conductor of the symphony that is us, we invoke in and we invite in your beautiful healing love, serenity, and peace into our very gracious hearts. We receive your love and guidance with the utmost gratitude as we stand with open arms of surrender in complete awe of the beauty and grace that you have bestowed upon our lives. We are so very grateful. We call upon you, dear one, for your assistance at this time. We ask for you to assist us in breaking free from the shackles of limitation, limiting thought forms, insecurities, self-doubt, and fear. We allow peace to enter our hearts as we become the sacred witness to the areas within our lives that do not promote and align with the values of peace. And through our interconnectedness, may we understand that even the smallest of actions can have a ripple effect on this world. Peace begins with us. May we cultivate this peace within so that it exudes into every cell of our body, spilling out into our family lives, our friendships, our places of work, and our communities. Allow us to embody peace. May it begin with us here in this holy, sacred moment of togetherness. May we practice peace with one another. Allow us to become walking peace, talking peace, the embodiment of peace, serenity, and balance. We lift this intention up to you, Spirit, as we continue to co-create heaven on earth for future generations to come. May peace prevail on this planet. So be it, and so it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's allow that to come in, Miss Amy.
Thank you, Melissa. That was beautiful. So just continue to stay in that beautiful state that we all get to marinate in today. And just like Melissa said, it's a beautiful symphony. We are here to receive the gifts from the universe. And one of those gifts is the ability to heal our own lives and our own bodies. We just have to be open to receiving that healing. So I'll ask once more to take a nice deep breath here. And just allow yourself to open your heart. Keep your heart open and receive the Reiki healing. If there are any other healers or if you are being called to share energy, you may do so at this time. Otherwise, we invite you to just open up your heart and fully receive. You are meant to receive this healing energy to increase your vibration, to increase your capacity to feel love and to love others, to feel peace throughout your days, to increase your abundance, to deepen your relationships, to grow your self-love, and to heal in those areas of your life that you dream to be a little bit more loved. Please receive that today as we give blessings of Reiki healing. May you know your angels are all beside you, helping to deliver this healing energy right to you. As we thank our healers and our helpers, and just receive as we will call you back and the healing energy lets us. As we begin to call you back, take just a quick moment to give your own self gratitude as we invite you to place your hand over your heart or anywhere within your physical body. And just give your own self gratitude for being here today, for showing up for you to enrich your life as we move into this beautiful Holy Week. We pray that you find peace and that you keep your heart open to the possibilities. Give yourself thanks and gratitude for working hard, for waking up, for making it through. You deserve the most beautiful, glorious life ever. You are worthy of it. It is time to receive it. And to really just anchor in that energy, go ahead and take a deep breath here, in through your nose and out through your mouth. You are healed. You are loved. You are loved. Just gently come back and open your eyes. As we thank you for spending time and receiving. Thank you so much to the healers and the helpers on here. We are so grateful for you, and Hope, I just want to take a moment to wish you another happy birthday again. You have been such an impactful, powerful woman in our lives, to be a second mama and a grand naughty grandma to baby Quinn. We wouldn't be who we are today without you, and we are incredibly grateful. None of us would be here without you, so thank you. We love you.
Thank you so much. I would like to share now a closing piece. And this one is also about a bird. It's called The Lark Ascending. And there's a very short poem to go along with it. So I'm just going to read that and then I'll play it. He rises and begins to round. He drops the silver chain of sound, of many links without a break, in chirrup, whistle, slur, and shake. For singing till his heaven fills, 'tis love of earth that he instills. And ever winging up and up, our valley is his golden cup, and he the wine which overflows, to lift us with him when he goes. Till lost on his cereal rings in light, and then the fancy sings.
Wow. All the way from Mexico, right down the tip of Mexico, she said. Thank you so much for your talent, your skill, your love, your vibration, Jennifer. It is deeply, deeply, deeply appreciated. It just brings tears to my eyes.
Thank you for the invitation and for allowing me to be a part and to receive all of your wonderful healing energy and messages of hope.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. As always, Melissa, thank you for your beautiful prayer and what you do at the Hope Interfaith Center. I appreciate you and thank you for bringing that forth. And sweet Jinelle and baby Quinn, who's turning 1 year old on the 13th. We thank you for joining us as well and doing your part. We hope you continue to dance, everybody, when you have the chance of either dancing or sit it out. We hope you dance. We just hope you dance. Thank you, Amy, for always being here and doing Reiki communion for us and all the other healers that have helped. That's such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you all for joining us. Next month, we will be being out underneath Grandmother Tree. It's Mother's Day. I call it Woman's Day. So we'll be meeting out underneath the tree. For those of you who are doing Zoom, we're working diligently and purchasing a computer and a mic device and a camcorder. So you'll be able to join us via Zoom for those of you who are in different countries or across the nation. And we will have that ready and set up to go in May. So the last thing that I would like you to do, once again, as we do a benediction on yourself, to put your hands over your heart. And this is a prayer that says, it's called Let Us. Let us become the love and the light that each may be seen as a beacon, and those will trust it, and they too will then link to their divine source. Let us remember to laugh and have fun. Life is not a burden. It is pure joy. It is entirely up to you. Let us make the journey from the head to the heart, knowing that whereas the mind may lead us in circles, the heart will lead us home. Let us spread only positive thoughts and discipline ourselves in this, realizing that we become more of our true selves with greater care. Let us make no judgment of self or others, for each is seeking to learn and experience in his or her own unique way. Let us channel and spread light across the earth, such as never before. Let us stand fully in our truth and resurrection, willing and without fear, to speak that which needs to come out of our heart only. Let us trust the higher God aspects of ourselves. Have faith that all is well, and it is all in divine order. To know that we do truly create our own reality and our own experiences to serve our highest good. Let us take all full responsibility for our actions, our thoughts, not just on earth, but across the universe on all dimensions, realizing that each action is interlinked with all realms and all beings. Let us always look higher to see the greater picture in each of us and what is going on in the world. Let us all realize that to be here now is truly a gift of grace, knowing that we may easily reach a place of peace, joy, love, and great fulfillment by realizing that it is not my will, but thy will in a collective way, a massive collective way, of which we are doing now here on earth to make it heaven. May the golden rainbow of your own light in your own heart lead you home to the truth of who you are. This is called resurrection. Okay, my love, go out and have blissful, blissful, blissful day. Thank you all once again for joining us at the Hope Interfaith Center. It is deeply, deeply, deeply appreciated. Thank you again, Jennifer, Melissa, Amy, Jinelle, Quinley, and everyone else who helps at the Hope Interfaith Center. Namaste, everyone. Namaste.